So we've got our first board down. We need to install some Sharkstooth on this. Now we've had a good look at this timber. We're using, it's a pressure treated pine. Pine is a soft wood. This is probably fresh out of the treatment centre. It's still feeling quite wet and heavy, and we are winter here in New Zealand, so we've got a lot of rain recently. You can see just how damp and wet this board is. It's going to be particularly swollen. So what we're going to do, we're anticipating that during the summer these boards will dry out. We might experience shrinkage of up to 7 or 8%. So our aim today is, knowing that we're dealing with a wet timber that's going to shrink, we're going to overdrive our fastener into the side of the timber, and when we install the next board, we're basically going to drive it up so that it pretty much closes the gap completely. And then we anticipate that when summer comes around, it dries out and shrinks back. We should end up with about a 3 or 4 more gap running right through the deck. This is basically the best way to do this if you're installing in winter with wet boards. Close the gap up. So we'll do that. First of all, take the Sharkstooth, install it in here, keeping weight on the board, using my tool as per normal, but this time I'm not going to stop when I hit the shoulder. This time I'm going to drive it right the way home. So in it goes. We normally stop there, and you can see how wet it is. You can even see the moisture coming out of the wood right there. A couple more hits, and we'll drive it home. That tooth's well installed there now. And when we put the next board on, we'll overdrive the board so there'll be a negligible gap along here once it's done. So here we are, ready for the next board. It's the first board we've installed. It's literally drinking. I think I could wring this board out. So we are anticipating a lot of shrinkage. We're going to drive this home so that it just closes the gap right off. So we're ready to go. Our driving board here. Take the sledgehammer. Again, up we go. Weight on the board. Excuse my back. I won't do it all the way, all the time. I'll work my way along, and then I'll come back along the board and close it up once I've got it nicely positioned. Work my way along. Swap places with you there, Jake. Okay. Now, I'm going to work my way back along the board now, closing her up completely. There she goes. You can see it doesn't take that much extra effort. We've pretty much closed that gap right up. Maybe 1/2 mil gap there. Got to let the water off the deck somehow. So this is how you would install a wet product, wet pine particularly, and just overdrive it, particularly in the winter when you're going to expect it to shrink back in the summer.